All right, welcome, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and where you're watching me from. I hope you guys are all doing all right. Welcome back to my channel this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Comrade-Stanley is the true son of his father and a Pan-Africanist. We love what you do in desensitizing Africans about the imports, holding leaders accountable. Comrade-Stanley. Welcome, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel this morning. Welcome back to my channel this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, say yes in the comment section, please. Can you hear me? We're standing for you. Thank you, Comrade-Stanley. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Can you hear me? Philip Blay. Philip Blay. Philip Blay. Where are you watching from, please? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Please comment where you're watching from, please. If you're joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel, put on your notification bell, share the live stream, and as well, please do me a favor by sharing the live stream. Philip Blay, United States of America, a couple hundred miles from Seattle. Oh, wow. That's good. Thank you very much for joining us here. God bless you. God bless you for choosing our channel. Thank you and God bless you. Please do me a favor by sharing the live stream so we can get to wider audience. And if you're joining me for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, put on your notification bell, and as well, share the live stream and put on your notification bell. Please give me thumbs up and as well, support what we do. The super chat is active, the super sticker, and as well the gift. Thank you very much for joining me here. God bless you. For those of you that are here for the first time, you might be asking what the channel is all about. This channel is all about politics, the state of politics in Africa. I mainly talk about the state of politics in Africa, using my platform to sensitize our African brothers and sisters about the importance of holding leaders accountable. It is very, very important. It's not just all about carrying placard on the street, protesting, but using our social media platforms to lend our voices, making them to understand that we have everything in place to make Africa a conducive and comfortable place to live for the African youth. Thank you very much for joining me here. Like I always say, my channel is not for entertainment, it's not for comedy, it's not for entertainment. I'm here for a very serious business, using my little platform to sensitize my people about the importance of holding leaders accountable. Thank you very much for always joining me here. Thank you for always supporting what we do. Thank you for commenting. Thank you always, and God bless you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, please. If you're joining me for the first time here and you're seeing this channel for the first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel and put on your notification bell. Today, I have a very important topic that I want to speak on. Very, very, very important. Very, very important. I found the need to talk about it. It's very important that I talk about it today. I found it very need to talk about it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Philip. Thank you, Mr. Philip. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you for being here. Please, guys, comment where you're watching from. If you're joining me for the first time here, do me a favor by commenting where you're watching from, not just only where you're watching from. Subscribe to the channel and put on your notification bell so that you'll be notified when I drop a video or when I come on live stream. I mainly come on live stream almost every day. Just a few weeks ago, I was kind of out of live stream because of circumstances that was beyond my control in my business and all that. So I didn't have much time to come on live stream. But this time around, I am fully here to speak on the important matters that matters a lot. First of all, I'm going to be touching hands in different areas this morning. I'm going to be touching hands on our previous topic about women in Africa. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to be touching hand about the state of politics in Africa and as well the state of politics in Nigeria. These are the three major things that I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be spending a long, long time here today. We have a long day to go. So, first of all, I want to talk about something about women in Africa. I feel like I always say, I said it last time on my live stream and also on a video, on a long form video that I dropped on my channel. I have the feeling that the women in Africa has been marginalized. I'm sorry. If you're a man watching my video and you're a man watching my live stream here and you're an African man, I'm sorry if I offend you, but I'm going to be spilling up the truth the way it's supposed to be and the way it is. Like I always say, my channel is for justice, fairness, and the equity, nothing more and nothing less. I don't know what is tribe. I don't know what is religion. I don't know what is tribalism. I don't know that in my own terms, in my dictionary. What I understand is humanity. That is the language that I understand. So whatever that is against humanity is against me. I'm going to speak against it. Definitely. If you're a leader and you are doing well, always expect me to promote you on my channel. But if you're a bad leader that is doing well, that is doing so bad by oppressing his people and taking advantage of his people, sincerely speaking, I'm going to be talking about you here as well, condemning you here. That is why you can see on my background, that is the man they call Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore is a Burkina Faso leader, a president of Burkina Faso that have took over power in 2022, and he's been doing amazingly well. And from the beginning of this year, I made a promise that I'll be using his pictures on my background when I'm on live stream to promote his leadership. Also talk about his good leadership in Burkina Faso. That is why I'm here. I'm here to promote good governance in Africa and condemn bad leadership in Africa. Ibrahim Traore is that man that have been doing well, so wonderfully well in Burkina Faso, and has been transforming the country and projecting the country into a better, perspective, and as well, you know, making sure that the people enjoys the dividends of democracy. If you look around, you can get to understand and agree with me that Ibrahim Traore has been doing wonderfully well since he assumed office in 2022. A man that inherited nothing. He inherited absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna be talking about it much today, but I'm gonna be focusing on the African women. But I just want to highlight about Ibrahim Traore and the reason why I put his picture on my background. Like some of you guys that came on my live stream last time and I was asking me, am I using Ibrahim Traore's picture to views? No, I'm not using him to get views. Rather, I'm using his picture to promote his leadership on my platform, making our people to understand that we have a true Pan-Africanist, not just somebody that takes advantage of his people like Nigerian leaders do. Not somebody that enrich himself with the natural resources of the country. He's using the natural resources to make sure that dividends of democracy goes across the board, reaching every single Burkinabe. And I'm very, very happy and I'm excited about his leadership. I promote his leadership and I will keep promoting his leadership. So that is the reason why you see his picture on my background. Ibrahim Traore is transforming Africa. I mean, in the sense that he's waking every single African youth up, making them to understand that we have everything in place to put Africa on the map, and as well making Africa a conducive and comfortable continent for African youth, Like I always say, there is no reason why any African child or any African youth should be jumping Mediterranean Sea to cross to Europe for greener pasture. There's no reason for that. And the worst part of it is that when they cross the Mediterranean Sea for greener pasture, they will be subjected into inhuman condition. Some of them are being thrown inside the farm to farm. Some of them are being thrown inside the farm in Italy, in Malta, in Spain, and all the rest. And it is uncalled for. So that is the reason why I'm using my platform to sensitize my people and as well making them to understand that if Ibrahim Traore can achieve such milestone, meaning that every other country in Africa can as well do the same. Like a country like Nigeria is my country. I'm a Nigerian that's been living in Gambia for the past 15 years. So if I'm saying anything here, I'm saying with so much experience. I have so much confidence in Ibrahim Traore leadership that he's waking African youth up. If you look around today, you get to understand that with the footsteps of Ibrahim Traore, there is a wind of revolution that is blowing across African countries, and you can feel it by yourself. It's happening in Angola a few days ago. It happened in Togo a few days ago. It happened in Kenya a few days ago. It happened in in Mali, in Niger Republic, in Chad, in Senegal, and in Guinea-Conakry. And you can feel the wind of democracy that blowed in Senegal, diplomatic wind of revolution that, there was no bloodshed, there was no gun carrying, there was no fight. It was a diplomatic revolution that they went to the pool. Senegalese went to the pool and reclaimed their country back from French government. Not just only back from French government, also from Macky Sall, the former president, as a puppet to the French government. And I'm so excited that today Senegal has been able to recover their military base and take charge of their military base and resources. I'm super proud of that, of Jomai Faye and Ousmane Sonko for achieving such milestone. The same thing applicable to Ibrahim Traore. You can see what Ibrahim Traore has achieved so far, reclaiming all the mining sites in Burkina Faso. Like I always say, Burkina Faso is the fourth largest gold producing country in Africa. You can agree with me that the fourth largest gold producing country in Africa wasn't even able to own at least, build at least 3,000 kilometer paved road for the past 50 something years or 60 something years of so-called independence. And I've told you guys time without number that there's nothing like independence in Africa. Quote me right. There's nothing like independence in Africa. If anybody telling you about independence, they are doing you, the more you look, the less you see. Sincerely speaking, there is nothing like independence, because if what happened in Burkina Faso, it is an indication and a wake-up call to every African celebrating Independence Day that you are just wasting your precious time, because a country like Nigeria will never do anything on their own without taking permission from British government. A country like Senegal wasn't able to do anything on their own without consulting French government. The same thing applicable to Burkina Faso, the same thing applicable to Mali, the same thing applicable to Niger Republic, the same thing applicable to Chad, the same thing applicable to Cameroon, the same thing applicable to Gabon, the same thing applicable to Guinea-Conakry, and so on and so forth. And a lot of them, they were being colonized by French government. They can't make a decision on their own without consulting the French government. Even in 2024, in 21st century, where we are living in. I mean, so where is the sovereignty? Where is the independence they are talking about? So there is nothing like independence. Believe you me, whatever they're doing to you is the more you look, the less you see. That is why French government, when Ibrahim Traore asked the French government to leave his country, they got upset. They got upset because there is a benefit attached to it. But they are coming to the public to tell people that they are giving aid to Burkina Faso. And I keep asking, what is the aid for? What are the aids? May I know what are the aid that the French government is giving to Burkina Faso? I mean, French citizens are dying of hunger, and some of them are homeless in France, and some of them are, suffering. Why not use that help that you're giving to these African countries, take it to your country and make the life of your citizens so much better than, coming here and be claiming that you are giving them help. Now, we can see, the whole world can see clearly that without Africa, French is nothing to write home about. And I've told you time without number here that in the next 5 to 6 years, in fact, in the next 10 years, you get to understand and agree with me that French economy will collapse. No doubt. Even Greece will become a very wealthy country to compare to France. Because all African countries, where they are getting their wealth, all other African countries are waking up right now. The only country they are holding ransom now is Ivory Coast, Cameroon. These are the countries that they are holding ransom. Every other country, and Togo, or what's it called, Benin Republic, every other country that we are colonized by French government is already waking up right now. You can see it, you can feel it. They've already left Senegal, they've already left Mali, they left Burkina Faso. These are wealthy countries that they've been taking their resources out for decades. They've left Mali, they've left Burkina Faso, they've left Chad, they've left, Niger Republic, they've left Guinea Conakry, and they're about to, they left Gabon, and they're about to leave, other African countries, because the citizens are waking up. They're reclaiming their country back, their resources back from this French government. The same thing applicable to Nigeria. Nigerians, I don't know if I have Nigerians on my live stream. Nigerians, if you're a Nigerian on my live stream and you're listening to me, you're hearing my voice, I want to let you know that if you are celebrating celebrating independence every 1st October of every year, is it 1st October? Yeah, 1st of October, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your precious time. There is nothing like independence. Even your leaders knows that. They knows very well that we are still being colonized. No doubt. With what happened in Burkina Faso, we are still being colonized. Yes. Nigerian government will never take a decision without going to British government to seek for approval. Yeah, fact. That is why when your president is sick, he will be transferred straight to UK for medical treatment. Why not treat yourself in France? Why not treat yourself in America? Why always UK? So it's a wake-up call to every African, every Nigerian. Wake up. It is time. We can't keep sitting on the fence waiting for the change that we desire. The change is in our hands. It is left for us to make a decision whether we want the change or we do not want the change. If a small country like Senegal can make this decision and reclaim their country back, it means that Nigeria, last time I checked, the total population of Nigeria, 65% of total population of Nigeria are the youth. 65% of the population of Nigeria are the youth. And I keep asking, what have they done to our youth that our youth now lack the ability to talk or to speak up? I've said it time without number that, in fact, in Nigeria, corruption that we're talking about is not just from the top. Corruption started from the grassroots. Because in Nigeria today, every average Nigerian thinks that once you enter into power, it's an avenue for you to become wealthy. The other day I was interacting, that was a few years ago, I was interacting with a few Nigerians. This one was saying, if I become local government chairman today, what I would just do, the kind of house I will build in my community, in my village, the kind of house I will buy in the city. These are the average mentality of every average Nigerian. They always have the mindset that once you come to power, is an avenue for you to become wealthy, for you to become rich. And this is the problem that we are having. And this problem needs to be tackled. We need to sensitize our people, making them to understand that the cost of embarking on being a leader in Nigeria is not just to become wealthy. It's not to become wealthy. It's to make sure that the dividends of democracy goes across the board, reaching your constituencies. It's not just about yourself. I have a story. I was having from Abia State in Nigeria. Anyway, in my local government, our former local government chairman was a young boy at around our age, or maybe a bit older than me. This was nobody. He was nobody. He just finished, I think he finished secondary school and was running errand for these politicians. At a point, his boss became a governor of Abia State. And on that course of him becoming a governor, he found the need to settle his boy, which is our former local government chairman, by putting him in position of becoming the local government chairman. And by then, this guy was not having anything. He had nothing. Nada. He had nothing. Not even house, not even bungalow, he had nothing. But he got married anyway. So when he became local government chairman, within the space, he was just local government chairman just within the space of 3 years. Within the space of 1 year, this young man started building duplets in his village in a massive land and fenced the house. Meanwhile, there was no good access road in my local government. There was no good access road. A lot of communities were complaining of poor electricity system. There was no transformers. Everything was in shambles state. Just within 1 year, he already built mansions for himself. On that course, within 1 year more, he bought a house in the town, started, establishing himself, establishing his wife, making sure that he's comfortable. Meanwhile, there was a lot of jobs to do. 1 minute. Pardon? Okay. My room is clean, eh? My room is clean. No need to clean it. All right, I'm very sorry, guys. I'm back. So this young man had nothing, and he became local government chairman. On the course of becoming local government chairman, he acquired wealth for himself. Not just only acquired wealth for himself, he made himself so comfortable to the extent, after 3 years of his leadership as local government chairman, this guy that had nothing, the next thing he did was to send his children to UK. These are the mindset of an average Nigerian. They always have the mindset of, when they get into power, they accumulate wealth for themselves without minding what the communities are facing or what the constituencies are going through. And it is uncalled for. As the youth, this same thing happened in Lagos State. Desmond Elliott is a popular actor in Nigeria, an Hollywood actor. So when he was vying for an office, I think House of Assembly member in Lagos, everybody was happy. All the Nigerian youth were happy. We are saying, this guy will do well. We want him in power. We want somebody like this in power. Let him go. Yeah. We supported him. But mind you, immediately he clings to power. Immediately he got into power. He switched and became part of this APC gang and started acting against the youth of Nigeria, even to the extent during the NSAS protest in Nigeria 2020, he was against the youth that were protesting for good governance in Nigeria. He was against the youth that were protesting against the police brutality in Nigeria. I mean, these are the people that we call youth, and we have confidence on for them to get into power so that we can be able to make, and shed the light, making the youth, to feel the impact of government. But they went there, they switch. This is the mindset of an average Nigerian. Corruption started from the grassroots. So it's uncalled for. I mean, I don't know where we're going from here, because to me, I just feel like we're still far. We're still far away from. We are far. We're not even anything closer. Because when you're talking about leadership should be about the people. You're concerned about people's welfare, people's, how to make your community or your constituency comfortable, making the environment conducive for them. I mean, Nigeria has everything. Nigeria has every mineral resources that you can think of in this world. Nigeria has it. So why is it that average Nigerian find it difficult to eat 3 square meals a day? Why is it that the civil servants in Nigeria are not being paid well? Why is it that even to the extent that civil servants, their retirement benefit is nothing to write home about? Why is it like that? I keep asking these questions and trying to fathom how did we even get here? Because last time when I was reading Nigerian history, as of 1970 something, 1960 something, as of then, naira was far bigger, higher than dollar. I think naira was $1 was equal to 2 naira. No, no, 1 naira was equal to $2. Yes, 1 naira was equal to $2 as of 1970 something. So how come in 2021st century, in 2025, dollar is 1 to 1,700 naira? It's a civil, it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. We are lacking far behind. We are lacking far behind. You can imagine a country that owns crude oil. We own crude oil. We produce large quantity of crude oil every week, every day, but we do not have refinery. If not Dangote that came and built a refinery for private refinery, we do not have refinery. The refineries we have in Port Harcourt, they are not functioning. They are partially functioning. They are not functioning well. So we had to ship our crude oil to another country to refine and bring it back to Nigeria and resell it back to Nigeria and make the price super expensive. A country that produces crude oil. Now, if I tell people here that Nigeria is far richer than United Arab Emirates, somebody will come here to come and doubt me. Nigeria is a rich country. Nigeria is not rich. Nigeria is wealthy. If you're looking for wealth, that is why Nigerian politicians are extremely wealthy. Because the money is going into their pocket. The money is not circulating. The money is going into their pocket. Once you get into power, you benefit from it. Once you are not into power, you have nothing to benefit from. So the money, the wealth Nigeria has is enough to make sure that even minimum wage should be around $1,000 in Nigeria. If we are to make things work the way it's supposed to be, minimum wage in Nigeria should be around $1,000. Yes, minimum wage should be around 1,000. In fact, they should be paying per hour in Nigeria to make it balance. Because how come a wealthy country like that, like Nigeria, would be paying civil servant 70,000 naira as minimum wage, and people are still protesting in 21st century, protesting for 70,000 naira minimum wage? Meanwhile, 70,000 naira is not even up to $50. 70,000 naira is not up to $50. That is what you pay civil servants. Our soldiers, how much are they being paid? Soldiers are earning less than 100,000 naira in Nigeria in 21st century. 100,000 naira is less than $100. That is what you want a full-grown man to use to take care of himself for a whole month. For a whole month. This is one of the reasons why I always listen. I've said it time without number on my live stream, even on long-form videos. I've said it several times. The problem is that channels like this never go viral. It's only channel that shows boobs that goes viral in Africa. I don't know what is wrong with we Africans. Listen, I've said it time without number. I've said it, Nigerian youth, listen to me. Before you get into university, before you go into university in Nigeria, please try to acquire a skill. Please try as much as possible to acquire a skill. Set aside your ego. Sweep your ego under the carpet. Sweep your pride under the carpet. Go and learn a skill. Go and learn a skill. Go and learn a skill. It will help you. If you are using your government to have hope, you are wasting your time. Remember, the minimum wage in Nigeria is 70,000 naira. That's the first thing that should come to your mind. What can 70,000 naira do for you as a grown adult? What can you do with 70,000 naira? That is less than $50. First of all, you will have to eat. You will have to buy your toiletries. You will have to take care of yourself. You have to medical bills and all that. If you're a family man, you have family, you have children you have to pay school fees, you have to feed your kids, you have to clothe them, you have to shelter them, you have to do a lot of things. What can 70,000 naira do for a full-grown adult? What can $50 do for a full-grown adult for a whole month? So that should be the first thing that should come to your mind. Please, if you're an African youth, not just any Nigerians, if you're an African youth, please find the need. Please find the need to acquire a skill. Go and learn one or two jobs, one or two skills. It will help you. Do not put your hope in civil, in a civil, in government jobs. And by the way, there's no jobs anyway. We're crying of the 70,000 naira minimum wage, but at the end of the day, there is no job anywhere in Nigeria. The 70,000 naira job, before you can find it in Nigeria, you will suffer. After spending 6 years in the university, after spending 5 years in the university, sometimes ASU strike will make you to spend a four years course. You spend 6 years in the university. After spending that time, you come out. All you can get is to get a job of $50,000, $50 per month. Is that not a slap on the face of education? So learn a skill. Try to learn a skill. If you have a skill, you can be able to develop yourself a little bit before you even go into university. At least you can be paying your school fees. I'm not saying that education is not good. Education is key. Abraham Lincoln said, I will read and wait. So education is always a key. Try to study. It's very, very important. But please try to acquire a skill before you go into university. Acquiring skill will definitely help you throughout your university level. It will help you a lot. It will help you to set up yourself. Even while in school, you'll be making money for yourself. I've seen somebody, look at somebody, I'm giving an instance. Look at somebody like Sheyi Vodi. Sheyi Vodi is a popular fashion designer in Nigeria, very popular. I read his history, how he started. Sheyi Vodi started with nothing. Today, Sheyi Vodi have built an empire at the age of 50. He has built one of the biggest fashion designing empire in Nigeria. It is skill. There is dignity in labor. Do not be ashamed of acquiring a skill. Lower your ego. Swallow your pride. Engage in skill acquisition. It is very, very important. It will help you a lot. Because of lack of job, because of lack of employment in Nigeria, these are the cause and the reason of insecurity that we're talking about today. When a youth, finish 6 years in the university, come out, he will be carrying files up and down, looking for work. And at the end of the day, he will not be able to find a job. Even if he finds a job, he will only find a menial or odd jobs. What can he do? He will look around and remember that he spent 6 years having BSc in Nigeria. And he will be looking at himself, how can I be doing this kind of job with my BSc certificate? No, I can't. So he will definitely do whatsoever that is available at that moment for him. If it is by carrying gun, or by kidnapping, or by stealing, or by killing, or by doing whatsoever to be able to meet ends meet. And at the end of the day, you will see the insecurity keep increasing. Do you think that our government do not know the cause of insecurity? They know very well. They know the cause of insecurity in Nigeria. Insecurity in Nigeria is not about Fulani herdsmen. No. Insecurity in Nigeria is not about Boko Haram. No. By the way, Boko Haram is just in a few states. It's not all over Nigeria. Insecurity is because of lack of employment, lack of job creation. That is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria. So if the government really want to tackle insecurity, the first thing they do, first of all, is to create job opportunities. Sincerely speaking, create job opportunity, sensitize the youth during their university level on the importance of dignity in labor. There is dignity in labor. There is one thing I love about Governor Charles Soludo. He always say, "Akajaja nebuto no mano mano." If you work, you eat. If you do not work, you can't eat. Start from, even from secondary school level, start sensitizing them on the importance of, engaging in one or two businesses or jobs. It is very important. These are the ways to tackle insecurity. They know very well, they know what is the cause of insecurity. The cause of insecurity is because, first of all, there's no good constant electricity in Nigeria. There's no good pipe-borne water in Nigeria. The electricity system itself is even the worst part of it. The worst part of it is that it has made Nigeria lose the value. The investors are no longer coming in because there's no light. So how can you establish in a country where there's no light, you only burn diesel, at the end of the day, you have no profit. And after you pay salary at the end of the month, you make no profit. No investor will want to engage in that kind of a thing. They will only run to Ghana or neighboring countries that has electricity. So let government give us constant electricity. That's number one. Let them engage in constant electricity. It's not about building roads, telling you that they are building Calabar Coastal Road. These are not the main problem that we have in Nigeria. That money that is using to build to build that Calabar Coastal Road, that 16 trillion, should have built at least 2 power plants in 2 different states. 2 power plants in 2 different states. You can understand that when we have power plants and we have constant electricity, at least the investors will start coming in to invest on building factories for essential commodities. After when they come to build in factories, you will see that there will be job creation. Even government can enable them, lower the taxes and all that, help them so that they can come more and create job opportunity for the youth. So that when somebody comes out of school with BSc, he will be able to get a job. These are the things that we are talking about. It's not just all about talking about insecurity, this, insecurity, that. There is no job made available for the youth. And you guys can understand and agree with me that the 65% of the population in Nigeria are the youth. Today, you see Nigerian youth now would even decide to die in the Mediterranean Sea or die in the desert, going to Italy for greener pasture, then they understand that the journey is in fact, it's not even 50-50. It's a 70-30 journey. 70% chance of dying on the road and 30% chance of reaching there. But they will choose to take that risk. And some of them will be dying in the Mediterranean, some will be dying in the desert on the course of getting to Italy. This is not the dream of Kwame Nkrumah. This is not the dream of Thomas Sankara. This is not the dream of Gaddafi. This is not the dream of Idi Amin. This is not the dream of Amilcar Cabral. This is not the dream of Lumumba. This is not the dream of true Pan-Africanists that have left. These are not their dreams. Their dream is to build a conducive and safe environment for Africans. It's very sad. And it's very sad that we're seeing things playing out in this manner, in this situation, in this way. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, but sincerely speaking, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. We are far away. We are at the back of the world. They say a continent that is at the back of the world. We're at the back of the world not because we do not have the resources to make Africa, to put Africa on the map. It's because we have been electing the bad leaders in power. Or I will not say elect. They have been grabbing power through the back door and through force, with force. These are the reasons why we are lacking behind. Let me first of all, before you talk about Ibrahim Traore, there are a lot of things I always tell you guys about Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore is not alone. First of all, Ibrahim Traore, I call him a hero. Not just only a hero, I call him a prophet. The reason why I call him a prophet is because he has been waking African youth up, making us to understand that we have everything to put Africa back in place. Rachel Aina said, even in 1980, pound sterling was 2 naira. Black market in banks, it was under 2 naira to 1 pound. 1,000 naira allowed by bank for travelers was almost 780 pounds. Where we found ourselves, naira has lost the value. Exactly. This is what I've been talking about. You know, not just only naira, we've lost our value in terms of in everything. It is very sad, and I keep wondering why Nigerian youth are keeping silent, like as if everything is normal. No, for me now, I get to understand that even evil things in Nigeria, it becomes normal. You know, that is why even killing people is becoming normal. Everybody sees it as is a normal thing. That is why 200 people will be killed in Yewata in Benue State a few weeks ago, and the government sees it as nothing. And at the end of the day, till now, after 1 month, no arrest has been made, no prosecution has been made, nobody has been sentenced to death or sentenced to jail after killing innocent Nigerians, 200 Nigerians. Killing, and I mean, you know, in a certain children are ablaze. I mean, they act like as if it's nothing. It is sad. It saddens my heart because I don't know, I don't have the capacity, but sincerely speaking, the only capacity I have is my platform, using my platform to lend my voice and to speak up. It is very sad. In fact, when you come to Nigerian social media space, you weep, you cry, you get to understand that Nigerians are not ready yet for that revolution that we're talking about. Nigerians are not ready yet. If you come to Nigerian social media space, what you see is gullibility. I don't know if I'm to call it gullibility, or I call it ignorant, or I call it, selfishness. People are too comfortable with themselves. They don't care about how others feel. By the way, I don't live in Nigeria. I've been living outside Nigeria for 15 years. That is to tell you that if I'm to make a decision of, now, forget about this country, let me move on and continue with my life, I'm one of the people that should make that decision. But why am I looking back? Because I still have my relatives back there. I still have my loved ones back there. I still have a lot of things there. So anything that happens to Nigeria happens to me as well. If anything happens to my family, it happens to me as well. Okay? So I don't know why everybody's keeping quiet. Only a few people are talking. Kudos to Randy Peters. Thank you very much, Randy Peters. I love what you are doing. Continue what you are doing. I give you the kudos and your flowers. You are doing excellently well. I wish we have somebody like Randy Peters, at least 4 or 5 of them in Nigeria. And somebody like VDM, very dark man. I wish we have people like these people. We have a lot of them in all the states in Nigeria. At least we can be able to make the revolution faster. Sincerely speaking. Alvin Williams, thank God for a savior. God is good. I'm grateful, full of mercy. Thank you very much. Winora Smith said, the principle of honest labor for honest pay should be an environment in which children should grow to create a safe and productive society. Creating job is one thing, and honest workforce is, oh my goodness, that is what I'm saying. Creating workforce is by engaging in skill acquisition. If we continue engaging in skills acquisition, it will help a lot to create jobs. Because first of all, look at it. I'm still using Sheivodi as an instance. Look at somebody like Sheivodi. Do you know how many people that are under Sheivodi's payroll? At least nothing less than 200 people Sheivodi is paying every month. That is somebody that learned how to sew cloth from the scratch. He started with nothing. And today, look at where he is today. I have a lot of them, numerous. You can learn even welding. You can learn even, building. A lot of things out there to learn. Furniture, a lot of things. But no, our youth now want it fast. We want everything to be, we want everything easy. So this is the reason why we are lacking behind. Look at Ibrahim Traore. You can listen to what the Maya said about Ibrahim Traore and his achievements so far. These are the people we call true Pan-Africanists, people that has Africa at heart, people that we should emulate. All African youth should emulate. Listen.
Burkina Faso is a revolution that I believe that the entire continent of Africa can emulate. I mean, when you have a leader that really cares about his people, he makes sure that he delivers. Guess what? Will you believe if I tell you that the entire country of Burkina Faso could only boast of 3,000 kilometers paved road from independence till now? Will you believe me? Will you believe me? I mean, a country called Botswana who boasts of 3,000 kilometers when the British left them. But the French left, the government came to power. See, that's a construction going on. The government came to power for over 27 years. How old is this country? The independence since 1960. Yeah. And the country could only boast of 3,000 kilometers. 3,000 kilometers, I'm telling you. Is it true? Yeah, it's true. As Wodimai was saying, since the independence up to today, we had just 3,000 something paved roads. But now, with the coming of Traore, they are planning to pave 5,000 kilometers per year. This is insane. This is unbelievable. How are they achieving that? Yeah, they bought all the equipment because the government doesn't want anymore to let any company be in charge of this. So they bought all the equipment to do it by itself. The government is in charge of painting all those roads that you can see. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. As you guys, maybe some of you saw the equipment coming from Ghana. Okay. People made a lot of videos about it. So the equipment are here. The government is taking care of constructing or building the roads because sometimes they give it to private companies and they take forever to finish some roads. So the government is now taking care of building the roads with their own equipment and everything. So that's what's happening. And one of the most exciting thing about this whole road construction in Burkina Faso, the fact that the government bought all the equipment, trained the youth to operate this equipment. So literally, it's the people of Burkina Faso building the country for the people of this beautiful country. The country is under construction. Burkina Faso indeed is under construction because I am here and I'm seeing roads being constructed. I am here and I'm seeing factories being built. I am here and I'm seeing entrepreneurs coming out saying that this is their first time. I mean, feeling so proud about their country to do business in their country. This is a revolution, and I believe that a revolution like this needs to be supported. My name is Jeremiah, an African content creator on a journey to celebrate African excellence. I'll see you all in the next one. What is really happening in Burkina Faso is a revolution that I believe that the entire continent of Africa can emulate. I mean, when you have a leader that really cares about his people, he makes sure that he delivers. Guess what? Will you believe if I tell you that the entire country of Burkina Faso could only boast of 3,000 kilometers paved road from independence till now? Will you believe me? Will you believe me? I mean, a country called Botswana could boast of 3,000 kilometers when the British left them. But the French left, the government came to power. See, that's a construction going on. The government came to power for over 27 years. How old is this country? The independence is 1960. 1960? Yeah. And the country could only boast of 3,000 kilometers. 3,000 kilometers, I'm telling you. Is it true? Yeah, it's true. As Wodimai was saying, since the independence up to today, we have just 3,000 something paved roads. But now, with the coming of Traoré, they are planning to pave 5,000 kilometers per year. This is insane. This is unbelievable. How are they achieving that? Yeah, they bought all the equipment because the government doesn't want anymore to let any company be in charge of this. So they bought all the equipment to do it by itself. The government is in charge of painting all those roads that you can see. That's crazy. Yeah. As you guys, maybe some of you saw the equipment coming from Ghana. Okay. People made a lot of videos about it. So the equipment are here. The government is taking care of constructing or building the roads because sometimes they give it to private companies and they take forever to finish some roads. So the government is now taking care of building the roads with their own equipment and everything. So that's what's happening. And one of the most exciting thing about this whole road construction in Burkina Faso, the fact that the government bought all the equipment, trained the youth to operate this equipment. So literally, it's the people of Burkina Faso building the country for the people of this beautiful country. The country is under construction. Burkina Faso indeed is under construction because I am here and I'm seeing roads being constructed. I am here and I'm seeing factories being built. I am here and I'm seeing entrepreneurs coming out saying that this is their first time. I mean, feeling so proud about their country to do business in their country. This is a revolution, and I believe that a revolution like this needs to be supported. My name is Jeremiah, an African content creator on a journey to celebrate African excellence. I'll see you all in the next one. What is really happening in Burkina Faso is a revolution that I believe that the entire continent of Africa can emulate. I mean, when you have a leader that really cares about his people, he makes sure that he delivers. Guess what? Will you believe if I tell you that the entire country of Burkina Faso could only boast of 3,000 kilometers paved road from independence till now. Will you believe me? Will you believe me? I mean, a country called Botswana could boast of 3,000 kilometers when the British left them. But the French left, the government came to power. See, that's a construction going on. The government came to power for over 27 years. How old is this country? The independence since 1960. 1960? Yeah. And the country could only boast of 3,000 kilometers. 3,000 kilometers, I'm telling you. Is it true? Yeah, it's true. As Wodimai was saying, since the independence up to today, we had just 3,000 something paved roads. But now, with the coming of Traoré, they are planning to pave 5,000 kilometers per year. This is insane. This is unbelievable. How are they achieving that? Yeah, they bought all the equipment because the government doesn't want anymore to let any company be in charge of this. So they bought all the equipment to do it by itself. The government is in charge of painting all those roads that you can see. That's crazy. Yeah. As you guys, maybe some of you saw the equipment coming from Ghana. Okay. People made a lot of videos about it. So the equipment are here. The government is taking care of constructing or building the roads. Because, sometimes they give it to private companies and they take forever to finish some roads. So the government is now taking care of building the roads with their own equipment and everything. So that's what's happening. And one of the most exciting thing about this whole road construction in Burkina Faso, the fact that the government bought all the equipment, trained the youth to operate this equipment. So literally, it's the people of Burkina Faso building the country for the people of this beautiful country. The country is under construction. Burkina Faso indeed is under construction because I am here and I'm seeing roads being constructed. I am here and I'm seeing factories being built. I am here and I'm seeing entrepreneurs coming out saying that this is their first time. Feeling so proud about their country to do business in their country. This is a revolution, and I believe that a revolution like this needs to be supported. My name is Jeremiah, an African content creator on a journey to celebrate African excellence. I'll see you all in the next one. What is really happening in Burkina Faso is a revolution that I believe that the entire continent of Africa can emulate. When you have a leader that really cares about his people, he makes sure that he delivers. Guess what? Will you believe if I tell you that the entire country of Burkina Faso could only boast of 3,000 kilometers paved road from independence till now? Will you believe me? Will you believe me? A country called Botswana could boast of 3,000 kilometers when the British left them. But the French left, the government came to power. See, that's a construction going on. The government came to power for over 27 years. How old is this country? The independence since 1960. 1960? Yeah. And the country could only boast of 3,000 kilometers. 3,000 kilometers, I'm telling you. Is it true? Yeah, it's true. As Wodimai was saying, since the independence up to today, we had just 3,000 something paved roads. But now, with the coming of Traoré, they are planning to pave 5,000 kilometers per year. This is insane. This is unbelievable. How are they achieving that? Yeah, they bought all the equipment because the government doesn't want anymore to let any company be in charge of this. So they bought all the equipment to do it by itself. The government is in charge of painting all those roads that you can see. That's crazy. Yeah. As you guys, maybe some of you saw the equipment coming from Ghana. Okay. People made a lot of videos about it. So the equipment are here. The government is taking care of constructing constructing or building the roads, because sometimes they give it to companies and they take forever to finish some roads. So the government is now taking care of building the roads with their own equipment and everything. So that's what's happening. And one of the most exciting thing about this whole road construction in Burkina Faso, the fact that the government bought all the equipment, trained the youth to operate this equipment. So literally, it's the people of Burkina Faso building the country for the people of this beautiful country. The country is under construction. Burkina Faso indeed is under construction. And I'm seeing roads being.
All right, guys, I'm back again. Sorry, I was out to do some few things. Now you can listen to I hope you guys have listened to Wodemaya. 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 This is a Ghanaian YouTuber, a popular Ghanaian YouTuber that been. All right, guys, can you hear me? All right, guys, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me, please? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say yes, please. Can you hear me? Hello, guys. Please, if you can hear me, say yes. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you, Philip. Thank you very much. So, thank you very much, Philip. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. I think I'll be going off right now. I have somebody to catch up with. Somebody I got a call now. I will come back in the next 30 minutes. I'll come back in the next 30 minutes, please. Oh, okay. Wait. Let me just 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Philip. Thank you very much. Thank you. So you can imagine if Ibrahim Traore can achieve this kind of milestone just within the space of 2 years, and you can listen to what you heard what Wodemaya said. Wodemaya said that Ibrahim Traore purchased over 1,000 equipment for construction, and he decided to end. He decided to end the foreign contractors from handling the project, the road construction in Burkina Faso. He decided to do it by himself. And now he went and purchased over 1,000 equipments to construct, the roads and the government buildings, right? That is a leader that is intentional, that want the best for their people, right? First of all, I think I have to block somebody. Let me hide somebody from this page. Philly, what's his name? I don't know who that is. Let me hide him. Let me hide this guy. He's disturbing me a lot here. Okay, any further comment now will hide you. Okay, I did. Now you can go and rest. I don't want negative comments here, please. I don't want negative comment at all, at all, at all, at all. It irritates me to my bone marrow. Okay? If you're not here for positive vibe, if you're not here for positive comments, it's better not to comment at all. Exactly. So Ibrahim Traore purchased over 1,000 equipment for road construction and end um, the era of foreign road construction companies, and he decided to take charge of the road construction in Burkina Faso. That is what emulating is what our leaders should be. Okay, let me just block you once. Harassment and bully. Period. All right. Very annoying. I swear to God. I just don't like troll. It irritates me on my live stream. Well, I think I have to end the live stream for now. I think I have to end. I'll come back in the next 30 minutes, guys. Let me go and do some other things. I've spent 1 hour already here, and I'll come back later, please.